this video, I am going to show you guys some of the new product that we just come out. This is a brand new collection I'm going to be launching. This is a Rose Gold collection. The Rose Gold collection with a music note ombre. The quickest ombre you're ever going to see. As you guys can see on the side view, one of this nail right here is already prepped. I prepped this nail so you can see the convex and the apex, everything going really well. As you can see on this one right here, you can still see the loop here, which is I have not prepped. All I did is to put tips on, and I just like take it down with my bed. As you can see, there's still loop here. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to share with you guys how to take care of that loop, just like how this nail right here. So what I want to do, I'm going to be using my, you can either use the clear or the natural powder. The first thing that you want to do is apply bonder. Bonder will help to dehydrate the nail bed and help for the powder to bond better. So what you want to do is just a little, not too much, and make sure the bonder dried out before you want to apply this base on, otherwise you will mess up your number 2. So this is number 2. As you can see the loops on her nails here. What I want to do, I'm going to just lay a very thin layer right here. That would, and then what you want to do is dip that in and release it. You want to dip it one more time to make sure they nice and dry. What you want to do, you dip all 5 nails. When you come back, you take this brush, you just like remove the dust. As you can see, I'm turning the nail side so you guys could see from her cuticle all the way out. You can see I am cover the loop already. So the next step that I want to do, structure very important. So I'm going to apply a very nice thin coat, about 85 to 90% of the nail bed. And what you want to do is apply it very nice and thin. As I showed, there are a lot of videos that I've been teaching and I've been sharing with everyone. The secret to the dipping is it's all about how much you want to apply. Because some of you guys maybe doesn't forget about it. And when you apply it, you apply it too thick. When you apply it too thick, it takes longer to dry and it creates a very wavy look. So what you want to do, apply them thin, go into the second coat. Let's say the first coat that you do is about 95. The second coat you do about 96, 97% of the nail bed. But again, you want to do it very nice and thin. And then you want to make sure that you rub them back nice and even. As you can see how I dip, because her nail is long, you don't want to dip all the way in. You may go to the bottom and it will create that build-up look. So you want to go like this, it's easier. You go in like that and you go out. Okay, now you do that to all 5 nails and then come back, brush them off. Now go ahead and take a look at the side view here. You can see are they improving? That's how you want it. Is that your apex is strong enough to hold that long nail? If it is enough, then you can stop. If it's not, you have to do it again. For me, I think I need another coat, okay? Because I really want to build the apex a little bit higher. Now, even though with the dipping powder, if you build your structure, your apex well, even though you have a long nail like this, I'm pretty sure they will hold on. They're not coming off that easily. Okay. Now you can see I just did that. Okay, that is done. Go ahead and dust that off. Before you dust that off, make sure now you are going to use a number 3. I want to share a little bit secret with you guys here on number 3 because a lot of you guys have problem cracking when you guys do dipping. Because what happens if you use too much activator, if you shower the nail with an activator, that will cause you to cracking problem. So what I want to do is just do like this, not a lot, just enough to cover the entire nail. I do that to all 5 nails here, and I will start working on the next nail. By the time I come back, this right here is already dry, and I have plenty of time for me to start filing because that's all you need. Okay, you see how I start filing here now? See, it's you start seeing they dry instantly. Okay, so as you can see, I am just gonna file it. As you guys start seeing the side view, here is look good, but there's a little thick on the tip. So what I want to do, I put my little finger down here, I start filing that. Okay. This is a medium safety bit. This bit here actually help if you a beginner or you are afraid that you might cut your client. This bit is actually the right bit for you. All you gotta do is just file them, just like one way, up and down like this. You go down. I want my shape to be nice and straight contours. And I always, when I file, I always look to see are my convex or my apex are okay? Are they in the right place before I start making my next step of applying, for the dipping, applying the color in there. So this is all brand new collection we just launched. At this one right here, I already finished. Now this one I finished too. So I'm gonna come back with my base again. I always tell everyone the trick of this is apply them nice and thin, okay? And apply them even all the way to the cuticle. Don't touch that cuticle, guys. Okay, stay away from it. Stay away, but you have to be right next to that cuticle. You don't want it to be too far away, okay? Now, as you can see, I'm gonna slowly roll down. I'm gonna dip her now with my very first coat. This is one of them. Now, I'm gonna use another color. This color right here is in the same collection that we just launched, the 24 New Ombre color, which is the solid gold color. Okay, as you guys see, I am applying very, very close to the cuticle. Make sure you always turn her nail, turn your client nail side wall from the left to side wall from the right. Make sure that they cover, make sure that you can see them. As you can see, I am just applying it slowly here. And then, you know what you want to do, you want to hold down there for a few seconds. Let the product work on and wrap into the powder. Now you can see this is her second color. You do that to all 5 nails, come back, and then you guys can see, take that brush. If you want to make a brush, you can buy them anywhere. It's easy. Going to the second coat, okay? Here we go again. I can apply about 3 coats of the powder. All powder do not require clear to be on top. It doesn't metabolize, it doesn't crack easily. As you can see, I'm applying it nice and thin, but you know what I do, I just like stroke them up and down, going back a few times, make sure that I cover the entire area. There we go. That's one of them. Now let me go back to this one right here. Make sure that you clean them. Okay. Going back again with the base again. I'm just gonna rub up and down, up and down. I just slowly. Do not overlap the cuticle, because if you overlap the cuticle, that's gonna give you a lot of trouble when you start filing. And you know how it is, your client don't like to do a lot of filing on her nails. So make sure that you apply them nicely so you don't have to do a lot of filing. Okay, I could see that I keep going back and forth, but I am applying very nice and thin. Okay, so I hold it on for a few seconds before I release it. So as you can see now, I am about to remove it again. For her nail that long, I want to make sure it's gonna be strong enough to stay on. So I like to apply another coat. Make sure that that product don't get into cuticle at all. Mainly the surface is wet. That's what you want it to do, okay? Go in, you go in, hold on for a few seconds, and you release it out. And then now you come back with this here one right here. Make sure you dust everything up before you put that brush into here, because if you don't, powder get into that base. And what happens is when you put it back here, the powder release it out into the glue, and they get clocky and they get dry too fast. So you don't want to do that. This is my last coat. I'm just do it nice and thin. Okay, go ahead and dip that in. Okay, that's 3 coats already. So I'm pretty sure the apex is there, everything is there. So you're pretty sure that that's not gonna go anywhere. So let's dry. Now you want to go to number 3. Because you need number 3 to dry that. Again, you don't want to shower the whole nail with activator. Sometimes I see people about a little bit too thick and they are afraid this is not dry. They shower with it. What happens is create a lot of problems like crack and everything else. So just want to have enough there. So that's number 3 is finished. So the next thing that you want to do is start filing. Okay? See how I just apply nice, very little coat of it, and I file. As you can see, I spent time filing the shape already. So now, I spent time applying the product. So that shows me that I don't have to spend a lot of time filing the shape again because the shape is already there still. It doesn't move, it doesn't change. So what I want to do now is take this here. I'm going to run around here. Okay? As you can see, I'm just making a movement from my right to my left. And you can see I angle her nails and I just file them. Okay, because this right here, if in case if you happen to hit her cuticle, that's fine because it's not going to cut her cuticle at all. Okay, as you can see, I am laying this flat right here. I'm just gonna file this side here right here down. Okay, you can see I'm gonna bring that down. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, gonna do the same way. You don't have to go back and filing the cuticle if you don't want to, because earlier when you apply the product, you apply some nice and thin. As you can see how I just move her around here to narrow this, and I want this two sides to be nice and thin, but my center I want to have that the highest point is always in the center of the nail. So this side here I wanted to bring them thin on this side, because what happened is it does give me that look that even though they are not thin or thick, but the look of it makes them look very strong. And actually it does, because the strength is right in the center of the nails and it's right by the apex area. You want to do that there. Okay, so now this is pretty much done. If you're more careful, you want to come back, take one of this bit right here, this very fine bit. You go back and run around the cuticle area. I know somebody, sometimes one of you guys is like very picky, want to make sure that look good, so make sure that, and then you can go away, come back and clean them if you want. Okay, now I am going to apply another coat up top. The reason that I'm applying up top here, I wanted to have the effect of the sugar. Look, this is my top. This top right here do not require activator to dry by itself. I'm gonna apply them nice and even. What you wanna do, go ahead and dip that in. Okay, hold on to that. That one is done. This one right here, all I need is just to top on and finish. I wanna keep this the way that it looks like that. Okay, I wanna wait until they dry a little bit before I start putting my brush back in there. Now on this right here, if for some of you guys, if you guys decided wanted to put gel on top, this is a dip powder. If you wanna put the tops on, you need to put base on first. This base here is a little bit thick, but that's how it is. I'm just applying just like how I apply the other one. Just want to make sure that you go back and forth. And again, make sure that you cover all the side. Okay, all the side right here. What you want to do, take this. I want to clean them out. And then let it cure under the light for about 30 seconds. The next step that you want to do is apply the Chisel Black Diamond Top. Now, I am going to apply this second coat. Okay, make sure that you go all the way close to that cuticle. If you happen to have a little bit more than you need, do not go back into the jar, because if you go back into that border, what happens is you messed up that right there. So you want to do same thing right here always. I clean that to the side, I clean that to the side, and then make sure that you cure them under the light for 60 seconds. I'm gonna use this finger for a matte gel. I'm gonna use this finger for ombre. So as you can see, I'm just gonna do this right here for the chrome. As you can see, when I take it out, my chrome is there. You guys see that? It turned into chrome already. If you wanted to get this chrome darker than what it is, you dip them one more time into this powder right here. See that? Now, that is chrome. These are brand new products. Okay, now I'm gonna put tops here to clear the chrome. Make sure that you cover them. For this right here, I did earlier, I put tops on already, but if I wanted to do the ombre, what I have to do is I'm have to use the matte gel to do the ombre. If you want to do ombre, this is a new way of doing ombre. I actually come up with this idea. Make sure that you cure that for 60 seconds, okay guys? Very importantly. I am going to use this another color in the same collection. Okay, now you guys see that's matte right here. You see how this turn matte? This is what I call it, the one music note ombre. What you want to do, you see how you don't want to take your client hand and start dipping it in. No, you hold it on this hand right here, and then you start moving down slowly. And you can see I'm moving down until that go up. If you want it to be a little bit darker, you can do it just do it like this, by the very tip, and then you can go in and in farther, and then we go ahead and clean that out. That's it, you got your ombre. You can do it anything you want, but then now you make sure that you have top to cover them so they won't go anywhere. This is how you apply the top, okay? Nice. You can go on the top right here. You can move up and down this way, but when you get down to a little bit further down, what you want to do, lay it flat. You see that? Easy. Lay it flat. Okay, lay it flat. And then let it cure. Then that's the finished product. This is the sand sugar effect. You guys see, this is a finished too. It's a finished product. This is chrome. You can do chrome, you can do sand, and you can do ombre. Okay, this is all finished. And hope you guys like this video, and please share. But if you want to buy these products, please stop by in your local supply stores. And thank you for watching.